And over the years, what I have observed is that, especially when we talk about retail, the aspiration level of an average undergraduate students to get into retail is going down a little bit. So while there is an attempt to skill the students, anything that involves a little bit of words like operations, manufacturing, and retail is somewhere putting off the students away a little bit, and probably that explains the attrition that you spoke about, because what's really happening is that within the world of fashion, there are so many opportunities that are being created which are not the front-end opportunities, and that's where the interest level of the student is. And that's a trend that we have observed in the last 5 years. Every year, before we launch our courses or to manage the portfolio of our courses, we do very extensive market research which covers almost the length and breadth of the country, and that's one of the trend that is emerging. And if I may also add that along with retail, textile is another area where I see a lot of challenge, and it's, textile and fashion are kind of linked together. So that's something that I thought that I'll share with the group here, and possibly for all of us to really talk about it and see that why there are these challenges and what can the industry really do to figure out what needs to be done in that space. Your first question was around? I really lost track.
How will leaders really adapt to this change? But my question also on this is, unlike the IT industry, why aren't the retailers really getting together and creating a mass scale skilling program? It's just like depending on luck.
I'll just tell you that I don't think so that retailers really need to do that. Because there are institutes like ours, there are some of the others as well. So probably there is the need for having a dialogue between us and the retailers on the other side. So they don't really have to create a program, because we could really work with them and really harness technology here, because online education is again something which is big, and that's one of the big things that's going to drive education going ahead. So maybe there's a solution out there. We could have generic programs, but we could also have customized programs. Customer programs on product, on retailing itself. So I think that's an opportunity which is there. Then to create those future leaders that you're talking about. So I think what is important here is to understand that while there are a lot of institutes who are doing the technical bit, really explaining how the basic science of retailing or how a pattern in fashion works, but I think a lot of effort also needs to be done in the adaptive space. We spend a lot of time, I spend a lot of time talking to the industry and asking them this fundamental question of what exactly is missing out when we are talking about talent. So almost invariably, and that is something I've seen all across industry, the words that come out is that they are looking at professionals with collaborative skills. They are looking at professionals who can deal with ambiguity and all the changes that we are talking about. With so much of technology coming in, and this technology is going to be changing in the years to come. So how do we have professionals who can deal with that? Dealing with ambiguity is becoming an important skill. And finally, teamwork. So, and to add to that is communication skills. Almost nowhere that when I talk to industry, there are aspects of technical skills that the industry talks about. It's the adaptive skills, the emotional skills, which are becoming more and more important for the average student who is going to be passing out and joining any of the gentlemen sitting here.